Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. I'm thinking I want to get into the spirit of things for Halloween. So, all this week, I will be dropping at least one video a day that is going to be like Halloween themed, monster themed, supernaturally themed, more or less, kind of along the lines. Get you in the mood, for the season. And I want to take y'all back to a little story that popped up a while back in Marvel Comics, but is so amazingly appropriate for the occasion. But before I get off into that, I need y'all to get off into what I always get off into for more. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, y'all gets it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page. What monster story might I be sharing with you today, you might add? I'm feeling kind of crypt keeperish. Okay, I ain't gonna do that. Good old Marvel premiere, number 28, featuring the Legion of Monsters. They make it sound like a team, don't they? But let's just read. We'll find out. The art is done by Frank Robbins. No offense to Frank Robbins, but I don't like his art. I seen his art in he did some art on Captain America and the Falcon, and it seems like, I don't know, his characters seem kind of like haphazardly drawn and kind of soft around the edges, like like he's overcompensating for something in his drawing. But I don't know. Anyway, you are looking at the Man Thing, the Ghost Rider, Morbius the Living Vampire, and Werewolf by Night. Okay, and they're all just giving you kind of a synopsis of how they became what they became. There is an earthquake in Los Angeles. Nothing strange about an earthquake in Los Angeles. But there is, however, something very strange about a mountain coming out of the ground on Sunset Boulevard. Real quick, I just want to draw your attention to Marv Wolfman. He calls himself Vizier and editor. Marv Wolfman, as we all know, went on later to join with my man George Perez and do that amazing run on Teen Titans. But right now, 1976, this is what my man was doing. He was hanging out with Frank Robbins, and Bill Mantlo did the writing chores on this story. And there we see Johnny Blaze, who kind of fell with the earthquake, dropped his bike, but he's back up and jumping shit and turning into Ghost Rider. And then he hears a voice say, "Welcome, Johnny Blaze, to paradise." And it looks like Morbius wants to bite the vampire. I guess he didn't see who he was attacking. But if you look at the little asterisk note next to werewolf, it says they met once before, and Giant Size Werewolf by Night #4. That was back in the 70s when they used to make giant size comics and then they took to calling them annuals later. Morbius just like bump it. I need some blood, man. I don't care nothing. I would drink some werewolf blood. And the werewolf is like, I will tear apart a vampire. But then, revelation, we're in Los Angeles. And so they too begin their climb up the peak. Now, what Man Thing's doing in Los Angeles? I know not. And the werewolf is like, bump that. I ain't worried about no mountain. You jumped on me, so I'm gonna rip you apart. And he like, later for that, I ain't even tripping on him. And he sees the motorcycle that Johnny Blaze got off of. And they're all meeting up together. And surprise, they're not attacking each other right now. Because they have met he who is called the Starseed. It says the glow of a lifetime of suns blazes about the gleaming figure and his rearing golden mount. You stare, you four who claim humanity, at this vision of utter alienness. See, they made up words back then. He said, he is he who is lost, but is now is found. And the Ghost Rider likens him unto a dream of angels. And he says, he's all that and more. Dream again, my brother son. In dreams alone are all things real. So he's poetic too. And he basically goes on to tell the story about his society, blah, 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 all of that good stuff. And they left Earth with the mountain and utilized this technology and became these great alien creatures. But now it's like I'm home and I'm here for y'all. He said, return to the place we occupied millions of centuries ago. And it's like that place was gone. He's like, who the heck are you? And for that matter, who are you? And the werewolf don't care. The werewolf just wants to attack somebody. And it jumps on the starseed. And they both are jumping the starseed guy. Man Thing's going to get on Ghost Rider's bumper, but Ghost Rider finds his motorcycle and he's like, I seem to be the most logical person here, so I'm gonna ride out. And the werewolf has jumped on him and unhorsed him. And Ghost Rider is going to help that guy. I think he's going to help that guy. There he goes. He shoots fire. He wants to sample the blood in the Ghost Rider's veins? He is desperate to bite somebody. He knocks the werewolf off into the forest. Man, they just bum rushed him. He was coming back bearing tidings and all of that, and he's in pain. He said, I have felt no pain before. It's strange to me. I fear it. Oh, and you know what's happening next with that man thing hand and him talking about fear. There's going to be this big proclamation that whoever knows fear burns at the touch of the man thing. Told you. Yep, so you can't be scared of the man thing. And he runs his bike into the man thing to try to protect the guy. And then the werewolf is going after him. And basically, this is just a Ghost Rider trying to keep the other mindless, frenzied, in bloodlust beings off of this guy. And so he can help them. The man thing is Ted Sallis again. And Jack Russell, Shaggy Hyde is gone. And Morbius's hands are no longer white. He's whole again. And Johnny Blaze isn't the Ghost Rider anymore. But you must beat me up so bad, I ain't got nothing left to keep to make y'all change permanent. So they just leave in the mountain, and Johnny Blaze is back to where he was, where there's nobody around but him. And that is that sad and creepy story. Hmm. Well, there you go. Those monsters could have not been monsters were it not for the monster within them that screwed all of that up. So, what do you think about that story? Did you enjoy the Legion of Monsters? I used to have that comic book, the hard, copy of the comic book. I don't know what I did with it, but I just thought it was a quaint, just a weird story, an ironic story, actually. When I first read it, was like, if they hadn't have been such monsters, they wouldn't be such monsters. I will be coming at you with another one of those other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.